3 nights later, sleep was a luxury Gaurav couldn't afford. A deep, unsettling feeling had taken root in his room. The shadows weren't just shadows anymore. They stretched and danced on their own, mocking the stillness of the night. He glanced down at his collarbone. The black mark, the one that appeared after he left house 309, had grown darker, more defined. It looked disturbingly like fingerprints, as if an unseen hand had gripped him there. The digital clock on his bedside table glowed an eerie red. 3:09 a.m., the exact time the whispers had started in that cursed house. And then, a sound that made his blood run cold. Click. His bathroom door, which he knew he had shut tightly, swung open on its own, revealing a slice of darkness. His heart began to hammer against his ribs, a frantic drum in the dead silence. He pushed himself out of bed, his feet cold against the floorboards, and cautiously approached the open door. Inside the bathroom, a strange scene awaited him. The large mirror above the sink was completely fogged over, as if someone had just leaned in close and breathed a long, cold exhale onto the glass. It was impossible. He was the only one home. As he stared, his breath hitched in his throat. The condensation began to shift. Slowly, deliberately, letters started to form on the misty surface, etched by an invisible finger. First an I, then an F. One by one, they spelled out a terrifying message: "I found you." A primal fear seized Gaurav. He stumbled backward, his body trembling uncontrollably. This couldn't be happening. It had followed him. He found his voice, a raw, desperate shout that echoed in the small space. "You are not allowed here." As the words left his lips, the lights in the bathroom began to flicker violently, plunging the room into a strobe-like chaos of light and shadow. A sharp cracking sound pierced the air. A thin, jagged line appeared on the mirror's surface. Then another, and another, spreading like a spider's web, and then he saw it. A face. It was pressed against the inside of the mirror, its features distorted by the glass. It was pale, impossibly so, with smooth skin where its eye should have been. The face was pushing, straining against the barrier of the mirror as if trying to break through into his world. The same chilling, sibilant whisper he'd heard in house 309 slithered into his mind, no longer from a distant room, but from right in front of him. "Your investigation isn't over." Panic gave way to instinct. Gaurav scrambled back to his room, his hands fumbling for the only defenses he had. He grabbed the old wooden rosary from his nightstand and a bundle of holy smoke sticks he'd bought for protection. Lighting the stick, he began chanting under his breath, the ancient words a desperate shield against the encroaching evil. Back in the bathroom doorway, he held the smoking bundle forward. Just as he finished the prayer, the mirror didn't just crack further, it shattered. A violent explosion of glass erupted outward, sending sharp, glittering shards flying across the floor. The eyeless face was gone. An unnerving silence fell over the apartment once more. The air was thick with the smell of holy smoke and ozone. The only sound was his own ragged breathing. He thought it was over, but then a burning sensation flared on his collarbone. He looked down. The mark, the fingerprints, were no longer just dark. They were jet black, an absolute void against his skin. The mirror was broken, but the barrier was too. Something had crossed over. Thank you for watching this part of the story. If you're as hooked as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens to Gaurav next. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.